The Arizona Cardinals ended up making a huge trade during draft night. They ended up acquiring Marquise Hollywood Brown from the Baltimore Ravens, sending over their 23rd overall pick and acquiring Marquise Hollywood Brown as well as a third rounder, which is going to, come out to the 100th overall pick in this year's draft. Now, this was an absolute shock for me in terms of a fan. I was waiting patiently to see if the Arizona Cardinals were going to use their 23rd overall pick for a wide receiver, an edge player, a guard, or a cornerback. But no, this is exactly what happened here. Now, there is a real reason why the Arizona Cardinals made this move. We're going to be diving into this shortly, guys. Roll that intro. Arizona sports fan family, welcome back in. Definitely do me a huge favor, subscribe, like, do all that YouTube stuff. Appreciate you guys for coming through. We're on the road to 9K. I can't do it without you guys. But the Arizona Cardinals make a huge trade during draft night, and that is acquiring Marquise Hollywood Brown from the Baltimore Ravens. Now, it's crazy, right? It's an absolute crazy thing to see here. I think wide receiver was a need for the Arizona Cardinals, but also the trenches were a need on the offensive side as well as the defensive side. Cornerback was also a need. So we have a lot of holes for this Arizona Cardinal team. Now, when I really kind of sat back and thought about this trade, I honestly don't mind it at all. And I know I said I'm done with the small, speedy wide receivers. I'm 100%. I could admit to that. But honestly, this trade doesn't seem too bad to me. And the biggest reason for me right now is, yes, Marquise Hollywood Brown is 5'9". Yes, I agree. But the chemistry that he has with Kyler Murray is actually something that kind of gives me a little hope that it's going to work out. Now, the biggest player that I'm kind of concerned for is Rondale Moore. What's going to happen with Rondale Moore, for the future? Obviously, we have AJ Green on the outside, D-Hop on the other side, and I'm assuming we're going to have Marquise in the slot. But we'll see what happens with Rondale Moore. It's going to be pretty crazy to follow that storyline, but I'm not mad at this trade. I'm really not. I like that we have an NFL-type caliber player coming into the to the Arizona Cardinals to play with a teammate that obviously they get along very, very well, especially in their OU days that seem to be Kyler Murray's go-to target. And Kyler Murray is very happy about this pickup as well, because he ended up tweeting pretty much saying that he's gonna, we're gonna run it back. And he's very excited about bringing Hollywood Brown over to the Arizona Cardinals. Now, this trade to me kind of speaks volumes. It speaks volumes. And I know there's a lot of people saying that Kyler Murray didn't hold a lot of leverage during this whole drama situation, but that goes to show you right there, ladies and gentlemen, that Kyler Murray had a lot more leverage than you actually think, because yes, he's going to get paid. Yes, we picked up his fifth-year option, and I think he's going to get an extension maybe during the summer or maybe next year, just really depending on what they talk about. But the Arizona Cardinals ended up trading their 23rd overall pick. Their 23rd overall pick to acquire Kyler Murray's former OU wide receiver in Marquise Hollywood Brown. This right here tells me that the Arizona Cardinals are doing everything in their power to make sure that Kyler Murray is happy at the job that he's doing in the quarterback role. This right here tells me that that is the main sole purpose that we ended up getting Marquise Hollywood Brown, because Kyler Murray, I'm assuming, requested this to happen. And this is the sole reason why Kyler Murray is going to be the future for the Arizona Cardinals. Now, like I said a little earlier, yes, he's a short wide receiver, but I'm holding my head up high, and I'm going to look on the positive side of it all. And I do think because of the situation of him and Kyler having the chemistry together, I'm hoping that it really works out. Now, when you look at Hollywood Brown's, stats, last year he had a 1,000-yard season, right? And that's with Lamar Jackson throwing the ball to him. And I do honestly feel like Kyler Murray is a better thrower than Lamar Jackson is, in quarterbacking. So I'm pretty excited to see what happens there. Am I extremely excited? No, I'm not extremely excited, but it definitely piques some intrigue for me as a fan here, being that we're bringing one of his OU players, a wide receiver that did very, very well in college days. And it really kind of goes to show that I think Steve Keim probably regrets not getting CeeDee Lamb. He probably regrets not getting CeeDee Lamb for Kyler Murray during that draft that we ended up getting Isaiah Simmons. Now we're not gonna dive into that too much, but this goes to show you that Kyler Murray has a lot more leverage than you guys actually think. And this is the sole purpose as to why we traded that 23rd overall spot, because we want to make sure that our franchise quarterback, our future of this organization, is absolutely happy. And that is the result here, ladies and gentlemen. That's exactly the result. That's the true reason why we ended up doing it. And like I said a little earlier, I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. I know we still have a lot of holes coming into this draft. Guard, defensive line, primarily the edge, and cornerback. I'm hoping, because we ended up getting another third rounder, we have that all set up. I know we have multiple 6s and multiple 7s. I'm not really hanging my hat on too much on those picks, but that's really the main reason why we wanted to get Marquise Hollywood Brown, because Kyler Murray wanted it, ladies and gentlemen. But appreciate you guys for watching. Thank you so very much. If you guys like this trade, definitely let me know in the comments below. If you don't like this trade, let me know in the comments below as well, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate you guys for being here. Have a great rest of your day, and I'm out.